Hey Marcus, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. We're just over here at Beasley Media, the kick-ass esports tournament at Mortal Kombat going on.
This is my first esports tournament, man. Thanks for inviting me out. And the roars have been really picking up out there. You're an esports entrepreneur, and among other things, and you've got a lot to tell us about when you come to the conference, August 27th, 28th, 29th at the Tampa Bay Grand Hyatt. You're one of our featured speakers, and you've got this journey to talk about how you've been launching multiple startups over the last 10 years while holding down a job sometimes and raising a family. Tell us a little bit about what that journey's been like.
It's been a hustle the whole time.
Yeah.
I thought when I first started back in 2011 that business was going to take off, and then we had to actually close that business down. And I won't go into all the details here because I want everybody to come to the show, hear my talk.
Yeah.
But I've had to learn to pivot and learn when to pivoting for me is strategically quitting, right?
Yeah.
Understanding when you've hit the wall and you need to go do something else in order to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And at the same time balancing that with a family and a day job and everything that it goes to make a full company work.
Yeah. What do you think for aspiring and early entrepreneurs out there? What do you say to them in terms of that journey and kind of a message would you have for them today if you were speaking to an early or an aspiring entrepreneur?
If I was talking to myself 10 years ago, I would have encouraged myself to read up on books from people who've done it before, because at the very least, you can learn from their mistakes. You don't have to make those mistakes yourself. You're gonna make your own mistakes, but it's much less expensive if you learn from other people's mistakes than if you have to make them yourself. That's what and even if you read all those books, there's still a ton of stuff that happened to me that I'll talk about at the event that you can't prepare for. But at least you can get some of that boilerplate stuff out of the way.
And even not just books, probably find as many entrepreneurs that are ahead of you in the game to a certain degree and try to see how much you can learn off of them, right? So that's kind of part of what the conference is going to be, right? We're going to put on stage people like yourself. We've got 9 others, counting myself, that are going to not only tell our stories, right? And all of us have had multiple years behind us doing this, but also the lessons we learned, the wisdom we want to pass on, try to help everybody that's there.
No, I agree with you. I think you're talking about is gaining wisdom from others, and getting a mentor is a great way to do that, but everyone can't get a mentor as quickly as maybe as they'd like. Books or another form of mentorship on your time, within your reach, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, based on what I just saw, and I've never seen anything like that, my first esports experience, I'm kind of a little more of a believer now than I was before. You already had me kind of a believer before, and so that's pretty cool. So again, the conference is the last weekend of August 27th, 28th, and 29th, and Mr. Marcus Howard is going to be one of our featured speakers. He's going to tell the story. He's going to light the room like you always do, right? And it's going to be a blast. Any thoughts on that, and give some folks out there a reason to come hear your story and hear your talk?
Yeah, bring a sheet of paper and a pen. I'm going to be dropping gems, but also be prepared, because I'm going to scare you about what you can expect.
Right.
Too much of what's happening in the space is all about highlight reels of all the good stuff.
Yes.
And I think it creates a misperception of what the reality is, and people aren't prepared. So I'm going to make you prepared to unlock your future, but be ready.
That's right. We're not afraid to talk about the hard stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because people are more likely to be successful if they know going in what those things are, and they're more likely to be prepared to get over those humps.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
exactly. You got to be ready.
Man, I'm excited about it. Marcus, thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see everybody August 27th.
We'll see you there.